So we picked up the exterior door, 36 by 80, to go in here, so that, like I said before, will be the living room, dining room, or sorry, living room, bedroom down at that end. And Chris is just building a jamb here to sit the door on. It's kind of dark in here. There's no light in here, of course. But he ripped this wood, that's a 4.5-inch jamb. He ripped this wood so that when we put the studs, the 2x3 studs in here, they will be flush with this, and then the wood will sit right on here and on the studs. So, and the reason there's this big step here is because this is actually going to be insulated, the floor, and we use the 2x6s on their edge. These are actually actual 2x6. So it'll end up looking like this. He's got the steel, and then the flooring will go right from that C-can right into this one without a transition. I'm just getting the wood stove going good because I am going to roast a chicken. So when we're out here working, again, might as well use the wood stove. It's a chilly day. It actually snowed earlier today on the way to church. So it's kind of a chilly day, and it is chillier on this side because we have north windows. The greenhouse is on the south side. And I am already finding that the heat coming in from the greenhouse when it is really warm, it gets too hot in here already. So we want that exterior door to keep the heat in the greenhouse and to keep it nice and cool in here in the summer. Look at the junk everywhere. We've been unpacking this shipping container, so there's just tons of stuff. Getting it screwed into place, just trying to level it up and everything. And again, it looks like this is a big step up, but the floor will actually go right here once this is all framed and insulated and everything. So when you're out there, it'll just be one small step to come inside. Hi guys, Roxanne here from Tiny Home Living. Only one rooster left, and he's got to crow all through the video, I'm sure. Anyway, I've been meaning to do an update for a very long time, and so much has happened that I haven't got on camera, but I'll try and make it brief. Trying to get the last of my footage uploaded and then get caught up. We have had another really rough winter. This year it was my turn to spend Christmas in emergency. I had to go in 5 days through Christmas for intravenous antibiotics. I had an abscess lanced and drained, and it was very infected, and anyway, it was nasty. And of course I was not feeling very well at all through Christmas. Then I had to take intravenous antibiotics for 5 days, plus oral antibiotics. Then they cultured it. They came back a few days later, said it was worse than they thought. So I had to stop taking the 2 oral ones, take stronger oral antibiotics. So of course, you know, I was already trying to rebuild my immune system, and this depletes everything again. So I ended up getting a flu that I could not kick. I just couldn't kick it. It lasted a good month. I was just not well at all. Meanwhile, Chris is much better. That's the good news. Chris is much better. So anyway, we got that over with. You know, there's not a lot to videotape when it's winter anyway. Not a lot going on other than us trying to survive and stay warm. So it was a rough Christmas again. My turn next year's Chris's turn again. But the good news is, fast forward to spring, and Chris had his last echo and lung tests and all kinds of stuff, and his heart function is up to 50 to 55%. So this is, you know, from less than 20 and both lungs collapsed. This is huge, and he's feeling much, much better. He's functioning a lot better. He's getting stuff done around here. He's actually out putting a post in for my clothesline that I've been whining about for a few years. So yeah, things, we're through the dark tunnel, we're through the gauntlet, and I think we're heading into some good times now. Spring has sprung. We got rid of the roosters. One guy took them all. Really great place. He's out in the country and has a huge barn for them. So we got rid of all the roosters. That's one less thing for us to worry about. When we did get rid of them, we were still not feeling well, and it's just another burden, you know, to feed them, take care of them, and worry about them in the cold and all that sort of thing. So we're down to one rooster, which is Buddy now. We were trying to keep an extra one, but they ended up fighting, and I have another little girl limping because I think the young rooster was just too rough on them, and they're losing feathers. So down to one rooster. Things are calming down here. So now we have had a nice warm spring compared to last year. Last year, all of my blossoms were out on my fruit trees, and we had a frost in the first week of June. So I got no fruit. This year, I believe today, well, today's Mother's Day, so I think it's the 11th or the 12th, I'm not sure. And all the trees, all the fruit has blossomed, which is scary for me because I keep waiting for the frost to destroy everything again, but we might just end up with a bumper crop this year. It looks like there's no frost in the forecast anywhere in the next couple of weeks. I won't breathe a sigh of relief till I'm in June, but things are looking really good. So like I said, we're through the dark tunnel, we've run the gauntlet, and now things are looking great. Now I should mention what a godsend this tub was. It's a 22-inch deep tub. I turned the drain upside down. I fill it right up so I can literally lay in the water up to my neck. And this is the one thing that has really relieved all of the rash and everything all over my body. So now look at this. Ta-da! So now this is really dark here, but that will actually be, once the walls are on and everything, that's the living room, and there is the greenhouse, the cutout to the greenhouse. So this is huge. Even making space here, getting everything out of the way so we could cut these openings. Very dark in there, but there's not much left in there. And of course, crazy people, you know who I'm talking about, have to bring tree rounds from Ontario, massive tree rounds. We're trying to get those cut in half with somebody who has the right saw to make tables. I also have to clear a path to get those tree rounds out to the barn or somewhere. I did lose everything in the greenhouse. In the fall I had everything grown. I was getting peppers, tomatoes, everything. The heater kept going out. We didn't know why. It went off. I lost everything. And at that point we were both sick and just had to let it go. You have to let it go. So a lot of the stuff from in there is being piled out here in the greenhouse slash storage room slash sewing room. Yes, I dragged home another sewing machine. I did mention we're crazy, right? Well, I am. This was $20 with the table, so what can I say? The new side is just the living room and bedroom, so it's the easy side. We did the wet side first, all the hard work, the plumbing, the heating, the water heater, all that kind of stuff, draining, slope for plumbing. So this new side is basically just the living room and bedroom. So we're looking at framing, insulation, wiring, and we're going to use plywood instead of tongue and groove. It'll save a lot of money, and we're just going to paint it anyway, and it'll be covered in art and furniture and everything else. So this side's going to be very, very easy compared to the first side, getting the tub and plumbing, kitchen, all that stuff in, washer and dryer. So super easy for the second side, and we're so ready for easy. We're so ready for quick and easy. So really excited and really hoping things work out this winter for the greenhouse. We'll see, you know. So all in all, everything's looking wonderful. We're really happy. Chris is feeling so much better, and it's just, I was so worried about him getting the flus and the colds and everything that I've been getting, and he hasn't, which is just such a blessing. Because it used to be that if he got so much as a sniffle or a tickle in his throat, he had pneumonia within 3 days. That was a huge problem in the past. So things are looking awesome this spring, and I'm feeling really positive, and I'm feeling really happy and really optimistic. So hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell and share this video with your family and friends. And stay tuned! Might actually move into the tiny house this year, the new one.